Good morning, Shindo here. Today, my wife and I took the vows that make up our marriage a year ago today. So today, I would like to talk about the vows that I have taken and the name that was given, Shindo, as a result of those vows. Recently, I was asked by one of the trolls that Lucy and I deal with on a day-to-day basis what Shindo even means. Let me tell you the story of Shindo and why I have now chosen to take that name here on YouTube. In 2008, I became more involved with my Zen Buddhist practice. I took the vows in April of 2009 as a Zen Buddhist. These vows are to you, a practice of my life that puts the enlightenment of other individuals, all sentient individuals, as a top priority. On May 15th, 2011, I realized what that means. In meditation, I came to the full realization of who I am, who we all are, and the purpose, the drive that I now have to take the vows of the Bodhisattva. I vow to bring all others to the true state of awareness, to nirvana, before I, myself, take that rest. A vow to bring all sentient beings in the universe to enlightenment, before I, myself, take that rest called nirvana. Lately, Lucy has been doing her videos defining her path and the direction in which those drawn to her perspective of the absolute, those drawn to her particular style of Luciferianism. With this video, I would like to define my perspective. First, I would like to give you the vows that Lucy and I made, not only to each other, but to you as well, 1 year ago today. These are the vows we took for all sentient beings. Here are the ones we made to you. These were part of our wedding vows taken 1 year ago today. Love is a path of transformation of one's inner potential, a path dedicated to serving others and helping others to awaken to their own potential. Marriage is a vehicle for the practice of serving others. Love is the wish that others have happiness and the cause of happiness. Marriage is the equal commitment to the happiness of your partner towards their awakening. Lilith and Douglas dedicate their marriage to the happiness of all living beings. All of those gathered here today are the representatives of all living beings. The bond and covenant of marriage is established by previous positive karma and blessed. It signifies us the union of Lilith and Douglas. The man that performed this ceremony then made this dedication to you, a dedication, vows that Lucy and I have made. To you. May all beings everywhere, plagued by suffering of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth. Those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvest. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. Now, Lucy and I took these vows seriously. When we put up videos denouncing the Abrahamic religions of slavery and suffering and mind control, we are doing these vows. Vows to release you from the suffering that you have placed upon your own soul due to the ignorance and foolishness of giving that soul to the Abrahamic demon king that Christians, Jews, and Muslims simply call God. We do this despite your abuse of us, despite the lies you spin about our intentions. But our patience is wearing thin, and we will no longer tolerate your abuse. I make that vow today. And we will no longer put our hands and our hearts out there just so you can knock them away. Your opportunity is now. You continue to abuse us at your own peril. The thing is, I say this, yet I will continue to do what I do. Lucy will continue to do what she does because we care and because we've made these vows. We will continue to do it despite your abuse of us. Now, about me. Shindo, a name given to me when I took my vows. Vows I am diligently keeping. Shindo means way of the heart, way of the mind. I did not choose this name. It was given to me by the Rashi, the teacher, the preacher, minister, who performed the ceremony in April of 2009. What is my path? And what is it that I am trying to teach? It is different perspective than Lucy's, one that defines me and my message before Lucy and I even met in this present incarnation. First of all, this is the most important distinction. I do not see God or gods. To me, the energy of the universe is part of a whole, part of me, part of you. There is no creator of me, no one who is set above me. There is no one set below me either. How do I know that I am not a created being? I want you to come with me in the way of the mind for a moment. There is distinction between us and animals. It is what makes us sentient. It is what makes us human. This is the understanding that we exist, that we are alive, and that one day we will die. When did you or I come to this understanding? When is the moment in our life that we stated this to ourselves. The first time, the moment we said to ourselves, I am alive, and one day I will die. It's not likely you remember when this happened, that moment that you defined your existence, but yet it defines you as a human. No one created this understanding in us. No one can define what we are. No God, no man. This is how I know that I was not created, because I am the only one that can define myself as human. Now, there is another step. It is that moment that we realize our divine nature. This is a moment that I remember very well. It came to me on May 15th, a Sunday afternoon in 2011. The moment I redefined my life. I knew that God resided in me, knew it. As I know that we are all this thing we call God. The moment of enlightenment where you know that you do not exist as a distinct and individual self, and that you cannot die because you do not essentially exist. This is my path, to do what I can do to explain this to you and to awaken the God within you. I make this vow. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to count them all. Understand that our perspective are different, Lucy and mine, but our mission is the same, to awaken the God within you. Our methods are different, but we have this in common. The Abrahamic religions are against this. This is why we speak and will continue to speak against them. This is why the demon seed implanted in those who speak against our mission will continue to speak against us in this incarnation and in many incarnations to come. Understand this. Our intention is to wake you up by any means necessary. So it does not matter how much you abuse us and our intentions, we will not stop. And Abrahamism, especially Christianity, will die. This I know. And this vow we make to you. This is Shindo. Happy first anniversary, my partner, my love, Lucifera Morningstar. And to the rest of you, happy October 8th.